Welcome back to Dragon Age 2. Don't forget to check out the playlist in the upper right side of the YouTube video page. I'm gonna be talking with all my companions, well, most of them, in this one video. That's Bethany, the Grey Warden right there. Okay. Aveline has leveled up. Alright then. What to take? There's that possibility, I suppose. Or this one. Oh, she's actually leveled up more than... Alright then. First, let's use Varric to open a specific chest. You know, Varric as a companion is somewhat useful. I don't know. I mean, Isabella can do more damage than him. Sorry, but I do think he is overall more useful than her. Though that's just a personal opinion. Okay. As for Aveline, none of these rings really are all that great. I'll just equip this one. As for an amulet, health, mana, stamina, health regeneration. Yeah, I'll take this one. Okay, and finally, Anders. Okay, I'll stick with what he has. What about Hawke? Well, switch this one. Well, it's one cunning damage resistance, yada yada yada. What about amulets? What Hawke has is quite solid, so I'll stick with that. What about belts? I shall stick with what Hawke has. Okay. Seamus?
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy?
You're here rather often, Sir Hawke. A good influence, I think. You started something, helping me as you did. I still accept no blame for defending Qunari. And I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
The Arashok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so... compelling. Another time, when things are better.
I do agree with you. Their ideas, some of their ideas are actually pretty compelling. If I was living in a medieval world like Vedas, I'd actually pick the Q and never anything else. The thing is, with the Qunari do allow religion. They don't endorse it, but they don't stamp it out either. Their belief, so to speak, is that believing in a god is foolish, but at the same time, they will not seek explicitly to change someone's belief. They will, however, believe that in time the person will change his or her belief as they become more enlightened. You know, I don't think I'll ever stop being a believer personally, but I do respect the Qunari position. That's my view on it.
Captain. Feels like family.
If you're treating your guards like family, then you have a serious problem, Aveline. You're their superior. You're their military superior. Well, City guards are obviously different. They're in the military, but hey.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the captain of the guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
Poor girl. Can't make everyone jump on command.
I'm captain, not viscount. I didn't expect to sleep through this. The occasional night would be nice, though. And it's mostly your fault.
What?
Me?
The coin you brought to this city turned it like a lopsided cart.
What the?
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
The door is right there. I'll put you to work.
You've said that a few times. Bust heads for you and leave the paperwork behind. It has its appeal, but that's not really me, is it? Besides, I know what you get up to. A casual partnership is enough. I'm with you if you need me, Hawke, and I'm watching just to be safe.
Okay, Aveline. Okay. Right.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
You mean you've been waiting for 4 years to get inside?
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
Is there something you want, Bowden?
I came to deliver this to you. The last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Xander's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bowden.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
I have things to do.
You can't miss the keep. It practically screams nothing boiling in oil. Too prosaic. Trapped in a cave with hungry bears.
Nothing to report, Captain.
That lets him off too easy. Dipped in molten gold and left as a statue in the Viscount's keep.
Ooh, that's poetic.
What are you two talking about?
What to do to Bartrand when I find him.
Any suggestions?
Don't get me started. Let me just put it like that. Seriously, do not get me started on Bartrand.
Good to see you, Captain.
Drawn, hanged and quartered. That's what he deserves. Read up on that on the wiki. It's pretty gruesome. That's what you do with traitors. Hanged, drawn, and quartered. I think that's how you properly pronounce it. Or well, that's the correct order at any rate. Hello, Fenris.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport.
Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Isabella.
3 years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Go after him.
Then this is the perfect time to track him down.
I'm not so certain. Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
Do you really not know?
My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You don't know who you were?
Fenris was the name Denarius bestowed upon me, his little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
More problems than you normally do, I assume. You're a beautiful woman, Hawke. Is there no one else who has your attention?
I didn't quite catch that first part.
I don't need to repeat the obvious, I'm certain. I'm an escaped slave and an elf, living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you.
Why do you think that would bother me?
You are not most people, clearly. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, Fenris. Another discussion with him.
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Femundis. Care to hear the story?
I thought you avoided talking about this.
Not on special occasions.
I enjoy listening to you talk.
There are few pleasures greater than speaking with a beautiful woman. Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Denarius during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
You escaped only by chance?
That time, yes. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Denarius finally came for me.
Whether you wanted to go or not, I assume.
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Denarius came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them. So I did. I killed them all.
You gave up?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
Couldn't you have found other Fog Warriors? Become a rebel?
Even if I did, I felt unworthy. I had no way of knowing if I could truly escape from Denarius then. I didn't even know what that meant. I simply had to get away. I stowed aboard a ship to the mainland and moved south, chased by my former master every step of the way.
Didn't Daenerys stop you?
The rebels had wounded him. The soldiers he brought attempted to capture me, unsuccessfully. It was weeks before Daenerys was able to mount the hunt in earnest, but by then, I was already gone.
I have to wonder why you stayed with Daenerys as long as you did.
You have not been a slave. A slave does not dream of freedom or wonder at possibilities. You think only of your master's desires and what the next hour will bring. It did not occur to me that I could be anything else until I had a taste of it.
But there are stories of slaves rebelling all the time. They did in Kirkwall.
The ritual that gave me my markings also stripped me of my memory. Whatever I was before may as well have never been. Perhaps if I knew, I might have felt differently.
How well did you know these fog warriors?
I knew them only a few months, but in that time, I felt as if I truly lived. They were bold, strong, free with their affections. I was in awe of them and owed them everything. And I turned on them even so.
I don't see why you didn't kill him right there.
I wasn't running from him. Not at first.
I see.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. You and I don't always agree, but...
But?
I have never allowed anyone too close. When my markings were created, the pain was extraordinary, and the memory lingers. But you are unlike any woman I have ever met. With you, it might be different.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
If there was someone before, I have no memory of it.
There was no one after you escaped, even?
I stayed nowhere for long. Who would I trust? I didn't think I needed anyone, or wanted anyone, until now.
We could find out.
On another evening, perhaps. A last toast, then. To the fallen.
Okay, some rivalry points with Fenris. Now I'll talk with Isabella and Varric. Get some friendship and rivalry points. You can gain a lot of friendship with Isabella, but not so much rivalry with her, unfortunately. It's pretty easy to get a full 100 friendship with Isabella. Not so easy to get a full 100 rivalry with her. Yeah.
Anyone knows Karen? Has he done?
Still marinating your insides.
Have to keep old age at bay somehow. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
The search for this thing has consumed you. Let it go.
I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
We'll see.
Talk to me when the time comes.
If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
Isabella, my dusky goddess, you have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
Bad.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast
Shut
upon
up.
my tender white flesh.
That's all right. I think I'll manage. Speaking of romance, you and Fenris, eh? That taut, controlled body, the brooding demeanor and intense gaze. I hear he still wears the shackles from his life in bondage under his clothes. You know what they say about men like that, don't you?
I don't want to know, Isabella.
Keep it to yourself, Isabella.
You're no fun.
Of course I'm no fun.
You're like an itch I can't scratch.
Oh!
Something. I'm not good at metaphors.
You don't say. Let's see what my rivalry was with her. I gained 10 points with her, by the way. Still not sufficient. For cunning, because that's a good idea. No, I'll take that. All of these talents. Okay, switch out Isabella for Meryl, switch out Anders for Fenris, level both of them up. Okay, with Fenris, magic resistance. I need to spend 4 points in the Winter Fugitive. There we go. As for Meryl, okay. All those points in magic. And for Upper Cloud, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I think it's a good idea, but we'll see about it. Now let's talk with Varric. Then I'll go to the Hawke estate.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble.
And then finally, Anders.
Let me ask you something, Hawke. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
Politics.
I think it's time to change how Kirkwall is run.
Really? Politics? That's either idealism or crazy talking, so right up your alley, I'd say. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawke. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started? This is the best tavern in Kirkwall. It could use some cute dwarven serving girls, but otherwise, it's perfect.
There are no female dwarves in Dragon Age 2. There better be in Dragon Age 3. I certainly demand it. Okay. Anders' clinic. Then Sebastian. Meryl has nothing to say. Then finally the Hawke estate. Anders?
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
Okay, stay the hell away.
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
Do you have something you need?
Sorry, I thought you might have come by to talk. People do that, you know.
Yeah.
The Templars have become more active in their hunt for me. I won't be able to stay here long.
You'll be fine, Anders. I think. Deathroot. Why the hell not? There's other stuff here as well.
Do you have coin to spare, Messer? My children are starving. Thank you. Make a smile on you.
Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? I do have coin. Why not spend some of it? Carta. If you're expecting a serious challenge considering what you just faced in the deep roads, you'll be disappointed.
Go down! You are enough!
Ah, bloody hell. Bunch of dead Carta and an HP potion.
Alone in the dark, and that's how we like it.
Yeah. What do we have here?
Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
What's with this guy? Either a fetch quest or something else. I don't remember.
The Qunari must like it here to stay so long.
From what I've seen.
The Qunari don't like it here, believe me on that one. Meryl, don't be an imbecile. They're not staying here for so long because they like it. They're staying here because they have a mission.
Alright, I'm just going to say it. Fenris, you need to present yourself better.
What are you talking about?
You're squatting in Hightown. I sympathize with your claims, but your neighbors have influence.
My claims?
To the estate. Rightfully stolen isn't exactly something I can forward to the Viscount. Be more discreet about yourself.
I shall endeavor to exist with less offense.
Forgive me, Your Grace.
I'll talk with Sebastian. Just let me check this place. Well, let's I'll decide that later. There's supposedly a secret quest or something.
May the Maker's gaze.
Forgive me.
I'll see. So there's one Tome of Tyranny in the Chantry. Let me just... I guess if you read all of them... don't know. I'll have to check this out.
I'm sorry.
Yada. Apologize. Continue to apologize, Sebastian. Continue to apologize. Don't have anyone to open that chest. I need Varric. I wish I had something to switch my party with. Here in the bloody Chantry. Well, I'll get Sebastian soon enough, which I'll have to respect, by the way. I'll need to check that out. Okay, the history of the Chantry, alright.
I thought it would end here. That young lady, Hawke, she decimated Flint Company. No survivors. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawke? We were just talking about you.
Is there a problem?
Is the Flint Company bothering you again?
I have no complaint with your work. I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Did Lord Harriman die violently? About 3 years ago.
I won't ask how you know that.
I had heard he was murdered. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
They should pay for their crimes.
Unless I understand why they did this, any revenge I take will be hollow. I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
Fine. But don't think you're my top priority.
Thank you, Hawke. Having you by my side will stay anyone's hand. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
Okay, Sebastian. Okay.
I cannot fault Sebastian for wanting to know why an old ally would turn against his parents. But I fear he's too impetuous. He may do something he regrets. Please, go with him, try to restrain him. If the Harrimans are guilty, they will receive justice from the Viscount. Sebastian need not take their punishment into his own hands.
What is the Chantry's stance on the Qunari presence here?
Would it help anything for us to get involved? Or is it more likely to light the kindling? If the Qunari act against us, the Templars will defend Kirkwall. Otherwise, we guard ourselves best by waiting.
How long have you been Grand Cleric?
I became a lay sister here when I was only a girl. My parents died of fever, and I was taken in by the Chantry. Eventually, I took my vows. After I had served for some time, the revered mothers agreed that I should travel to Orlais. The Divine herself appointed me Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. That was near 30 years ago.
You knew my grandparents?
I dedicated your mother into the Chantry. She was a beautiful baby. Your grandmother was a very proper lady, but she was beside herself that day. And your mother put a fist in my eye.
Just get out of my way.
You disapprove of me. You think I should send the Templars against the Qunari, perhaps? Destroy the mages, or set them free? There are many strong opinions in this city, child. It is not my place to decide who is right. The Chantry is not a domineering father with the whip always in hand. She is a gentle mother, who knows her children learn best when allowed to learn themselves.
Speaks the one in charge of the Templars. Speaks one who's a Grand Cleric of the Chantry who controls the fucking Templars. You have the balls to say that bullshit. Seriously. If it weren't for the Templars, the Circle, and all of everything that comes along with it, I might believe it, but I don't. Not with all of that involved there. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Hawke's mansion.
Are you an Andrastian, Fenris?
If I say no,
Many elves believe in the Maker. I ask only because I wonder if your experiences soured your faith.
my faith was never strong. It's difficult for a slave to have faith in someone who abandoned them.
The Maker didn't enslave you, Fenris.
He didn't help me much either.
And yet you stand here free. Perhaps he helped you more than you think.
Interesting. Where the hell? Never mind. Don't I? There's a bow for Sebastian and only for Sebastian. I think I have one in Hawke's storage. Let me just check that.
You should really post some guards outside your estate.
I'm not exactly worried about this. Home sweet home. As small as it is. Not really impressed. The metal crest. Some letters. This is just... what she's wearing is ridiculous. Really. Aveline?
You've settled in nicely.
I deserve it.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
What is it now?
Things are busy, Aveline. What's your point?
Yes, good. Use that tone on him and get him out of my hair.
Who exactly?
Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. If you're gonna be picky, the common thread in most of the trouble is you.
Oh, really?
What can I do that you can't?
I would never say as much, but... he keeps asking for you. Maybe just showing up will calm him down. He's in the gallows. If it leads somewhere real, I'll take it off your plate. Anything to shut him up.
We'll see. Okay. Right. Ariani. There's a lot of stuff to deal with. I'll take this one. I might just so need it. I'll take this one, obviously.
Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy?
I like Bodan.
He's always been this way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
So long as he doesn't engulf the place in flames.
No, he wouldn't do that. Again.
I should make it go boom?
No.
Not this time, my boy. No boom.
No. Just don't blow the place up, please.
Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion.
Thank you very much. Oh. Mm-hmm. It is obviously better than what I have right now. It's not the full set, however. Something to keep in mind right here.
Leather to feather. Crossroads of form. I don't even know where to start. Its eyes follow me around the room. Creepy.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
You're a Hawke.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. But I can't spend the rest of my life mourning Bethany and Carver. They're gone, and I can't bring them back. I guess I just need to start picking you out a suitable husband.
No. No, just seriously, no. Anyway, that's it. Costin here signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.